Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the Rap My Block Show. This your girl KeyIce, and we got my co-host.
Grandmastar Bass Monstar. Ding 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 ding
Yes.
ding. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, y'all.
Happy
How are you doing,
holidays.
Kiai?
I'm doing good. The holiday, Thanksgiving holiday went great with the family from Ohio. Shout out to them for coming down and spending it with us. How was your holiday?
That's dope. That's dope. It was good. It was good. A lot of stuff to be thankful for. I'm just looking forward to the new year and, making some more memories, man. Making some more memories.
That's definitely what it's about. It's definitely about memories. And speaking of memories, we have some birthday memories.
Happy birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday shout outs. We have some for y'all today. That intro was actually by MBHD Nick. Shout out to him. And that song is available on all streaming platforms. It's called Birthday. So make sure y'all check him out. But yeah, y'all, we had a lot of birthdays this past week. And I like to start off. I guess we could do half and half if you want to do it like that, because we have tons on much. Y'all see, I think, and I was actually just bragging about what was the Libras? Was it Libras? What came before Sagittarius? Scorpios. I was saying Scorpios had the most
Scorpio,
birthdays.
yeah.
But now looking at, I didn't know Sagittarius, they
Uh-huh.
showing up and showing out. I'm like, what? So my cousin Jordan, happy birthday to him. His birthday was on the 24th. Then we had 42 Dugg. His birthday was on the 25th. Twista,
Hey.
27th. Huge shout out to Lee Money. Lee Money of Money Management. His birthday was on November 29th. He's a great friend of HomeBase Promotions. Shout out to him. He's also a special guest co-host of the Freestyle Friday show as well. Then my cousin
Nice.
Jasmine had a birthday November 29th also. They share a
Nice.
birthday with Stefan Diggs and Rotimi. So shout out to them as well.
That's dope. That's dope. We
All right, so
got Treat. We
Tretch.
got Treach of Naughty Tretch of Naughty by Nature.
He's a legend, y'all. Happy
Tretch
birthday,
of
Tretch.
Naughty by Nature. Happy birthday, Tretch. Lil Baby, JT of City Girls, uh, Jay Anthony,
Yes, he's a Freestyle Fridays
Jay Z.
winner.
Hey, happy birthday to the winner of Freestyle Fridays, Jay Lee Anthony, who also shares a birthday with Jay Z. Happy
Jigga,
birthday to both of y'all.
jigga.
Have a jiggle birthday. Fat Pat is no longer with us, but we want to give a heavenly happy birthday to Fat Pat.
Oh,
And
step.
then, last but not least, on 12/6, we got DJ Boo and DJ Willie G, because you got to have a birthday shout for the DJs, of course.
Right.
Oh, and there's
Ain't
one
no
more heavenly birthday. Ain't no party without the DJ. One more heavenly birthday
well, this
for.
one ain't. This is not a birthday. This is R.I.P. memory. R.I.P.
Oh, okay.
memory. Yeah.
Oh, and living memory of Mr. Pimp C,
Yes,
who
sir.
died on 12/4. He died on
Yes.
Friday. So just a quick moment of silence to honor that and the birthday.
But yeah, speaking of the legendary Pimp C, RIP again. As y'all know, he was out of Port Arthur, Texas, and he was part of the group VGK along with Bun B. Every time this year, every time around this time of year when his the memory of his death comes along, I always remember, because actually I remember when I found out he had passed away. I remember like that whole era. Like I was like major
Yeah.
clubbing area, and I actually had just came from a really popular club out in San Antonio, and he was supposed to be coming out here for a performance really soon. And I had been, it was like they had been handing out
Wow.
flyers, and I had got the flyer, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna check that out. And it was just like when I found out he passed away, I was like, man, that's crazy. Like I couldn't believe it, and like a lot of people couldn't believe it. It was just, um, I mean, for Texas, that was just major, major. Like he was a huge Texas legend. People up north, they'll never understand that, but it was like major, major. Like I don't even know who I can compare him to because he was in a lane of his own. But definitely R.I.P. to him. And yeah, there's memories for sure. Memories of legendary Pimp C, his music, and just the whole sound, like the whole Texas sound. You got DJ Screw, who contributed greatly to the sound of Texas. But then you had people like Pimp C, UGK, Bun B. You know, they also majorly contributed to the sound of Texas, and people don't really realize that. Like I hear it in so much
Mm.
music now, and people just, they'll use it, but they don't really pay the tribute. So I just wanted to definitely pay tribute to him.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's dope. That's dope. That's powerful stuff. Powerful statement. Thank you for that.
for sure, for sure. But yes, Baby Bash was also trending this week, y'all, because he gave all of his tenants of all of his properties free rent for the month of December. Go ahead on, Baby
Oh
Bash.
yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, yes. What?
Yes, he has seven properties that he owns, seven homes, and so he had made a
Mm.
post earlier this week. It was actually last Sunday. He was like, let me see if I could find the actual quote because that was major. I was like, okay, okay. Here's what he said. He said, I only have seven homes, but no one has to pay this month. Hopefully, other landlords see this and try to help their tenants for the holidays. It's not much, but it's something.
Mm. Hey, that's a lot, boy. I could put that in my pocket.
Right? So big
Put that
ups,
in my
Baby
savings.
Bash.
Yeah.
For sure. Also, big shout out to Vedo because he was recently on tour, but he shared a fun fact after his tour was over. And he said that at the start of his tour, he had actually pulled his groin during his rehearsals.
Oh
But
no.
yeah. And so he had 21 dates of the tour, and he still continued on. He was like, he was out there like nothing was wrong, but he was out there with a pulled groin.
Yeah, man. For 21 days and still going strong. That's good. Good for
Right?
him.
And I was like,
Yeah, that's a true artist too.
exactly. And so I was trying to visualize pulled groin. I don't even, I'm not good with, this is weird to say,
With
but I'm not like
that's
where,
the
like,
inside of
it's in the
your that's
pelvis area.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay. I thought so. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's
okay,
like the
which
inside of
side?
your thigh area. So like
Yeah,
every
okay.
time he walked, he would probably feel like a sharp pain in or like every not every time he walked, but like anytime he like probably like yeah, kinda like walk but like take a wide stride, you gonna feel it. Like you
Oh.
can't be wide striding out there in the streets when you got a groin injury. You gotta be taking it real old man
Okay.
like.
Okay, so that would mean he couldn't like really dance a lot. He was probably kind of stiff,
Yeah,
maybe. Oh,
yeah. He would have been still. Yeah.
mm. Okay. Well, I mean, that sounds really painful, but we really appreciate you, Vito, for
Mhm.
continuing on with that tour. I know he made several stops in Texas, and he was in San Antonio. So big shout out to him for all the love he showed to everybody on during his tour.
That's dope. Super dope.
Toosii. Did you hear about Toosii? What happened?
Have you? I have seen this. I have heard about this. The how do you say, the old rapper turned football switcheroony there. I like it. I like it. This man said rap wasn't enough. I need pass and a playbook too. You know?
Yes. He has committed to playing college football for the 2026 year for Syracuse State University, y'all. Major props to Toosii for
Syracuse State.
switching it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
He also posted like a long statement about it. I actually do want to share it because I feel like, for people that are feeling discouraged about pursuing their dreams, I think it was really encouraging.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and read what he had wrote. He says,
Okay.
committed. For every kid who ever had a dream, make it reality. God's will is the way, and no one can stop it, not even the devil. I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for even giving me the strength to chase what I believed when so many people told me I couldn't. Thank you to the people who supported me as well. It never go unnoticed. To be born in Syracuse and moved to North Carolina at age 12 and haven't been back since. When Coach Fran called, I knew it was a sign from God. So with that being said, Cuse, I'm coming home.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope. Inspiring message.
Yes, because he had actually trained with several college teams before making that decision. He had
Mm.
trained with, I believe it was NC State, and um, he went to like a few. He went to a few. So like every time he would go to that
Okay.
college, he would post like a picture or video of him in that college uniform. So he kind of had the
Yeah.
fans, like the NCAA fans, going like, everybody was getting excited every time he would go to a campus. And he even went to Duke.
Mm.
And so when he went there, people really thought he would, go with Duke, but he ended up going back home, to Syracuse. So I'm
Yeah.
like, definitely destined to be there. And I saw him working out. He was looking real good in the workouts. And I think he's gonna do something with it. I really do.
Do you follow college football? I know you watch the Browns on the national.
Of course, I follow my Ohio State
Yeah.
Buckeyes. You already know. We're actually playing
Yeah.
Indiana today. We're number one, and we're gonna stay number one because we're gonna get that
Hey.
W. But Indiana,
Hey.
we play Indiana, yeah, tonight at 7. So yeah, that's gonna be a big one. Both of them are 12 and
That's
0.
awesome.
Somebody got to lose. It's gonna be Indiana. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think this could inspire more artists to use their platform for like education and sports?
Hmm. Use their platform for education. I definitely think so. I think so because Toosii, he's a younger artist. He was already college age
Hmm.
anyway, and so he's not one of those artists that's been around for like 20 years and then going back to college. He's actually already thought about it
Yeah.
right after you know getting hot in music. So I think this definitely will help inspire younger artists. Especially the ones that tend to be more what do you want to call it, like more street oriented artists. I think it definitely will help inspire them in particular to be like, hey, wait a minute, I realize now that I could do music and do what I really want
Hmm.
to do. I mean, But
Yeah,
I know they really want to do music, but like do both basically.
yeah,
So yeah.
yeah. You don't have to just live one dream, you know.
Mhm.
So you don't just have to live one dream. You don't just have to catch one dream. And if you do just want to live one dream, that's fine too. Nobody's saying you got to do it all. I think this
Right.
might be the most disciplined pivot in hip hop this year. Like this is honestly a good look on hip hop. So more power to this kid, man. More power to him indeed.
Yes, most definitely. And he actually had even dropped the Monday because that this was announced, I believe, on Monday or Sunday, and that Friday, right
Mm,
before, he had just dropped a new single called 777. So he's literally doing both
mm.
simultaneously right now at the same time. So
That's
congratulations
dope.
to
That's
Toosii
dope.
on doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about Coco Jones.
Well, Coco Jones is uh landing the jobs. You know what I mean? This ain't just background vocals. She's about to be doing the Super Bowl center stage performance. So you know it's gonna be pressure. She's gonna be performing the Black National Anthem, "Lift Every Voice and Sing." So you know that's gonna be epic. You know that's gonna be super epic. I didn't even know that they had renamed the Black National Anthem to the Black National Anthem. I always just called it "Lift Every Voice and Sing," but I'm sure it's gonna be beautiful coming out of her voice. So,
Oh yeah.
are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I was really excited to hear that she will be doing it because like I've always loved her voice ever since she started with the Disney Channel. She was in that one movie on the Disney Channel, and
Mm,
she was also in Bel Air. Over yeah, she was in the Bel Air series. So I mean, I've just been really excited. I think this will help boost her career for sure. I think people are going to be curious about
oh
who
yeah.
this girl is. Like, who's what? Coco Jones? She looks familiar. And I think a lot of people, because I think when she transitioned to like mainstream music, I think a lot of her early
Mm-hmm.
um, fans kind of lost her at that point because, she did that huge transition and she doesn't really talk about it much either from Disney over to mainstream music. Um, so I think when
Mm.
she did that, she lost a lot of those fans that knew her from the Disney era. And so I think when they see her
Ah,
at the Super Bowl, they're gonna, they're gonna be like, man, I know her from somewhere, and then look her up and realize, hey, that's Coco Jones, from Disney Channel. So yeah, I think she's gonna gain a lot of new fans and a lot of recognition for this.
dope, dope. Yeah, she's gonna put herself in history now too. That's awesome. She's officially
Yes,
a part of history.
she really is. And little Uzi Vert is
Mm.
also part of history because he was trending
Nice.
this week, y'all. He was trending because he
Oh, I remember those.
yeah, he went viral for showing off a green plastic Krusty the Clown watch at an event. And this watch used to be in the kids meal from Burger King. So we got a picture
Wow,
right
does it
here.
say 222 on it?
Does it say what?
Does the time say 222?
Ooh, I didn't even look that close. Hold on. Let me zoom in.
Yeah,
It does.
I think the time.
Wait, no, I don't. It says 1222.
No.
There's a one. It says 1222.
Oh, it's still a sign.
Yeah, it's a sign of something because why does it
Oh
say
yeah,
that?
222.
Interesting. Oh, you're deep. You're
222.
deep.
Trust the process.
Let me add that up. Okay. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. Okay, that's a 7. I don't know about 7. I'm not too good with the
Oh,
7.
seven. And we just talked about seven a minute. Well, seven's lucky.
Ooh.
Seven's God's favorite number.
True. True.
Seven's a lucky number. I didn't even think to add them up. I was just looking at 222 as the angel number.
Oh, that
But I
too.
digress.
But yeah, and also Lil Uzi Vert was trending as well because he's one of the first artists to switch over to Roc Nation distribution, and so he's
Mhm.
now officially signed with Roc Nation, and he had just released I believe it was two new singles under the new label. I'm just double checking that.
Mm.
But yeah, he did. He released one called Regular. Okay, it's just called Regular. And that was on Tuesday. So, you know, make sure y'all check out Lil Uzi Vert under, Roc Nation distribution. I know a lot of people were talking about that distribution um, because they're basically, and I'll take his picture off since we're not talking about him in particular. But I did want to ask you about how you felt about that, being an artist as yourself. For the Roc Nation
Hmm.
distribution, they are basically saying you can put out as much music as you want, but they get to keep 15% of it. So what did you think about
Yeah,
that?
yeah. I was just looking at the at how they were doing that. How the new school is kind of changing the contracts, which is good because it means that now it means that your voice can actually be heard in that room when you're signing those deals and whatnot. But an 85-15 split, that's something that our ancestors used to dream of. So yeah, I'm glad to hear that. This deal might change how artists sign forever. So I'm glad to see like a change like this coming about.
Oh, okay. So you think it's cool that Rock Nation will keep the 15%, then the artists get the 85. And I know that they also said that the artists will keep 100% of their masters as well. But some people have been complaining
And
about that.
mm, yeah, see, this might change contracts for the next generation for real, because that's pretty much that's a lot of power resting with the artist, and that's a good thing. Like the more powerful the artist feels, the better art they're gonna create. The more they're gonna actually not just give us stuff that their brand wants, but give
Mm,
us give us who they are. Because that's generally when people find an artist, they want to grow with them. Like like that's gonna be their artist for a while. Especially if they continue to if they're one of those artists that keep putting stuff out. You know what I mean?
yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, it's definitely good to hear your opinion on that because I know some people they were like complaining about that 15% part. They're like, that's a bit too much. So I was interested to hear what you thought
fifteen
on that.
percent is not too much. 15, like you gotta understand what the label's doing for the customer. Like they're still a customer. They still running a business. They deserve their cut too. And you gotta understand how much money these people be making too. You know, so 15%, I will admit, is a lot, but it's not like they wouldn't deserve that much. As long as they're doing the work to deserve that much, so be it.
Okay.
85 is a lot. Shoot.
Yeah. Speaking of Rock Nation distribution, Megan Thee Stallion is also an artist under the Rock Nation label. So she was,
Hey, Megan Thee
she
Stallion.
actually had good news this week. She was rewarded 75,000 for winning her lawsuit against popular blogger Milagro Grams, and it was for
Oh
defamation.
yeah, I think I've seen this. I think I heard about this.
Yeah. What did you hear about it?
The defamation case, right? The one where the lady was making deep fakes of her, of Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah,
Case.
it was really an interesting lawsuit because I've heard a few things about it. One of the
Hmm.
things I did hear about it was, like what you had just said, but as far as like, so basically, this blogger, she allegedly had been in cahoots with Tory Lanez to
Hmm.
defame Megan Thee Stallion. And this had happened
Yeah.
around, the lawsuit was filed in October 2024. And so it was all related to that 2020 shooting of her foot, where she was claiming that, Tory had shot her in the foot and all that stuff. But anyway,
Hmm.
I'm not. Now, the fuzzy part for me is how they're saying the blogger had became connected with Tory Lanez. I'm not. Like, if y'all know, please drop in the comments. Let us know what you think as far as that. But the deepfake stuff, apparently it was something. I know when it happened, it was like a big uproar because it was something of sexual, some type of sexual related video of Megan Thee Stallion, and it was going all over Twitter. No, I don't know exactly how that got out or whatever. I don't even know if the blogger ever posted it herself or not, but I do know that she was linked to that because she had been talking about, like, um, on her platform, she had been talking a lot about the whole Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez situation. So yeah, I mean, that was one of those where I saw some people saying this changes defamation cases for artists forever, because some were like, if an artist can win this type of defamation case, then they can win much smaller types of defamation cases where they kind of felt like it would be a violation of First Amendment rights. And I wouldn't,
Yeah.
I don't agree with that because it was the type of defamation that was done that was the problem.
You said it's the type of defamation that was done that was the problem?
Yeah, with the videos. The videos, and I don't
Oh
even
yeah,
know.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Right.
The thing is, with AI coming out now, that's about to become an even bigger issue. So I guess in the sense of that being on the horizon, this is a kind of a W for all artists in that respect. Like they'll be able to feel like they can actually defend themselves against anything that actually comes out that's trying to slander their name. Especially with AI coming out and it's starting to be as good as it is, people can make any kind of video they want. So it's about to be the wild, wild west.
Whew. Yeah, you're right. It really is. Because, I mean, I really feel like it wouldn't even be a problem if people were responsible with it. But the fact that they're irresponsible with it,
Yeah, that's the issue.
so it's a lot to talk about with respect to AI in general. But I know Polo G, he was trending too because
In other news,
he had he was talking about because like a lot of music has been leaking on the internet recently. Just
yeah.
this is not even recently. This just been forever with music and entertainment. But anyway, he was saying some of the leaked songs that have come from his name. He was like, "Shoot, I've been wanting my stuff to have been leaked." He's basically waiting on the songs to drop too, because he was saying like fans they're asking him when those songs are going to actually drop officially. He was like, "Man, I'm on the same boat as y'all." But we do have a video of that, so let's go ahead and play that clip.
I'm a nigga bandit, but I still need a bandit. Check the game. Yeah, for I know my own leaks. I'll be listening to them bitches in the car sometime. I don't even got the file. I go to YouTube. I'm just like y'all. We one the same, bro. Grave. I want that shit to drop too. Hold up.
My thing on that was interesting was the fact that he said he don't even got the file. I was like, wait a minute, how don't you got
Yeah.
how don't you got your own file? Like, what kind of agreements did you have? I was bugging about that part. I mean,
I was like, the respect.
Yeah. I actually saw another clip kind of linked to this one where Polo G actually leaked part of his song himself. He was in the studio and he was playing a track, and so he was leaking his own song. He was probably trying to beat the darn leaker.
True.
I mean, the leakers, when you say the leakers are usually the audio engineers.
Yeah, and I think a leak is usually how do you say deliberate? Like it's not something that's happening without the artist knowing. It's part of the business plan.
Yeah.
In some cases, I will say that it's a publicity stunt. You know, in some cases though, it's not. Sometimes it's really like it got leaked and we wasn't supposed to hear it. But most cases, it's definitely a publicity stunt to bubble up interest in the album, interest in the music, and 9 times out of 10, yeah, that's coming from the engineer. Or if they have a social media guy, that's who's doing it.
I didn't think about the social media person. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
most people have a social media guy now.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about them. Yeah, you know, especially if they're running the page and they're getting paid a percentage of what they post on the page, that makes perfect sense. Wow, that's crazy.
That's
But I know but I know that speaking of like just music getting leaked, I know it's kind of related to it, not direct correlation. But 3-6 Mafia, they actually just won a loss settlement against the Suicide Boys, who actually they weren't leaking their songs, but they were actually using parts of their songs in the Suicide Boys songs.
Yeah.
I was like, what? And this was not even the first lawsuit. I think they've sued them like 3 times.
Copyright law still undefeated.
Right. But these are songs that, if you ask me, most of the Suicide Boys catalog is 3-6 Mafia stuff. Like they actually became popular on their stuff. So I don't know how much they won from it. I think I saw something saying the amount, but when I did see that amount, I feel like it was too low.
You like they started that gangster shit. The motherfucker think they did.
Yeah, so that was crazy. But I mean, congratulations to 3-6 Mafia.
We don't have an exact. Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah. Rihanna, she also was trending this week. Do you remember why she was trending?
Yeah, she hit the Billboard 500 weeks in a row without releasing. Like that's dope. Like without having released another album or nothing like that. Like to be that much still in the mainstream, that says a lot about your career, for real.
I agree. 500 weeks on the Billboard 200, and I mean it's already hard to make that Billboard 200 anyway. I see artists all the time trying to get up there, and like, for her to just 500. Wait, how many years is 500 weeks? Hold on, let me get my calculator.
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question.
9.
You said how many days is 500 weeks?
No, years.
Good job. 9 years is 500 weeks? Wait, what?
Yeah. 52 weeks in the year.
Oh, true.
Times 9. That's what 9.6. Yeah, 9.6 years. That's crazy.
Dang, no album, no promo, and you still charting? That's arrogance in excellence.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you know, like,
supreme confidence.
If you ask me, that's how you know you're a real legend. Like, there's the legends where people be like, you know, just to like make somebody feel good, they'll be like, oh, they're a legend. You're a legend. But her, like, it's provable. Like, she's a legend. Like, you can't, no, undisputed. That's crazy. Congratulations, Rihanna.
She with time itself. Congratulations.
Really yes. Let's go on Ray J. Ray J is crazy. I don't know what he did.
Holiday chaos like a live stream arrest.
What did he do?
This boy was flailing. He was flailing a gun around on his live stream. I don't know if it was on his live stream or Constance's live stream. I don't know where he was at, but I know he was live streaming, and it was during Thanksgiving. But it was Thanksgiving place wasn't the only thing getting served. He was also getting served for having a gun on a live stream. They said that he was allegedly threatening his ex-wife. What's her name again?
Princess Love. Yes. And she posted a video after it happened. But yeah, this was an Instagram live stream.
What did she say?
Well, I don't have her live stream. She was basically saying
how did you know?
Well, she basically was just saying, that she really don't. Y'all have to actually watch it. Y'all gotta watch it on her page because I don't want to say something that she said that she didn't actually say. But she was basically, I'll just like generalize it. Generally speaking, she was just trying to unite him and the kids for the holiday. That's basically what it was, and he just took it out of proportion. Mind y'all,
he went overboard.
Mind y'all, he was trending before that for he was with his current girlfriend, and he had said at that time, I think that was another live stream, but he had said during that live stream, while he was with that current girlfriend, that he still loves and wants to get back with his ex-wife. So How
you gonna say that?
Right.
Dang, the respect.
Yeah. It's just all crazy. I don't even know.
Lord have mercy.
He obviously has some mental issues going on, some type of disorder, and I really wish that he would actually get help that he needs instead of talking crazy, doing all this stuff. But I know some of it he does on purpose. But I mean, he brought a gun on a live stream, so of course he's gonna get banned. Come on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Certain things I could see, you want to just, it's like promo, okay, you got something come out, so you want to cause some drama, but nothing like that. Nothing that's going to possibly harm somebody. Come on, grow up. That's how I feel. Cause ridiculous.
Yeah, you're spot on. You need the stern talking to from Auntie. Somebody knock some sense into him.
I ain't his auntie.
Ain't that what Thanksgiving? Ain't that what Thanksgiving's all about? Thanksgiving's all about, getting that hard advice that you didn't really think you needed. Especially for people like Ray J, man. People who are passionate. It's like they like to call it. I like to say you're chemically imbalanced. That's what you are.
Yeah, that's what it's. That's you. I mean, you're on the mark with that because I really agree. And I even saw a clip. Actually, this morning I saw a clip of, because his sister Brandy, she's on tour, the Boy Is Mine tour with Monica, and I saw a clip of Monica spotting Ray J in the audience. Her and Brandy were on stage together.
Yeah.
She spotted Ray J out in the front row audience, and she was like, "Ray J, let me take your phone." And she walked over there and she took his phone. I was like, wow. Yeah, but Monica, she's known to actually give people advice and stuff. She gives really good advice, and I think I'm pretty sure she had a one-on-one little session with Ray J at some point during this tour. I don't know how many shows he's been to, but at that particular one, that stood out for sure. But let's talk about what else stood out recently.
I was going to say, do you want to continue to build on this nefarious energy? Oh, okay. Now we're gonna take it to the 42 Dugg. All right, we're gonna slide right into the incriminating evidence, are we?
Ooh, and I think I'm looking at different notes than you. My bad. My notes, I'm looking at it out of order. My bad. But yeah, I'm going on your the one you're looking at now. Sorry, but
okay, 42 Dugg. Well, 42 Dugg. Courtside seats have done it again. 42 Dugg's moment just went viral, y'all. One camera angle can really change your whole week. I know we got a clip of this, but basically, bro's at the basketball game with his girl, and they get viewed up on the jumbotron. Next thing you know, she's trying to hide from it looks suspicious.
It really
looks a
did.
little suspect. But we'll let y'all be the judge because the internet is undefeated, and I feel like the comment section will tell us what we need to know.
Yes.
Do we got the clip?
Yes, we do. Let's go ahead and play it.
KeyIce is in the building from Toronto.
Yeah. Girl. I already know. Like, it's pretty obvious. Like, she could try to say bad hair day. Nah, your hair was done. It ain't no bad hair day. Which I'm gonna let you tell me what you think when you saw it.
Well, you know the internet detectives got to work immediately as soon as they saw this, you know. But being courtside will expose some intentions, man. It will expose some intentions. Maybe she was having culture shock. Maybe it was the shock of, you know, being with somebody famous and she just wasn't ready. I'm not ready. Maybe she just wasn't ready to be seen on camera in real time like that. Maybe, let's give it a benefit of the doubt. We don't know. But with that being said, did it look like she was trying to hide her face from somebody? Yes.
It showed it. Girl.
Could she be doing something infidelis? Maybe.
Infidelis. That's the first time I heard that word.
Is that a word?
I don't know, but I like that. I like the sound of it. It sounds better than infidelity. Okay, infidelis. I like that.
The act of infidelity.
It definitely seemed like she was there for the free ticket, and she really wasn't supposed to be there because she got her real man at home. That's all. I'm just putting it out there. That's what it looked like to me.
Rep my block, rep my block, rep my block, rep my block. Show.
Oh my goodness. But I really hope, because the thing is, he did not seem to get the message. Like, he still was showing her and stuff, and she was still giving that same vibe. I did not understand that. So 42 Dugg, please.
So let me ask you this. Would you want that kind of spotlight unexpectedly?
Yeah. I'm like,
Let me be the devil's
advocate. Be hugging up on my man.
Okay.
I'm like,
That's true. That's true.
Yes.
That's true.
I would love it. I would be like, I'm viral, man.
That's
Okay,
true.
let me go post it. I'm gonna repost it. I bet she didn't repost
She probably told her she probably told her as a dude that she was going out with some friends to the game. Oh, that's your friend, huh?
Right. That's exactly what it looked like. Again, I don't know this lady, you know. I don't know who she is or anything like that.
Telling you, man.
But
stay in the house. Stay on the porch.
Right. Might as well stay there.
Ain't nothing outside. Ain't nothing outside.
That's what I'm talking about, for real. But before we get to, because I know y'all been waiting for us to talk about this documentary, but we're actually going to tease you. We're going to tease you a little bit. We're not talking about the documentary quite yet. We're going to first tell you some good stuff, okay? So, a good thing that Diddy did.
That's true.
Diddy did a good deed for Thanksgiving. And the good
deed. I said that 5 times fast.
Wait, what? Diddy did a good deed. Diddy did a good deed.
He did a good deed.
He did a good deed.
That's a tongue
he set up Thanksgiving dinner he reportedly set up Thanksgiving dinner for 1,000 inmates. And this was at Fort Dix. That's where he is currently serving his time. And they said he teamed up with the group. I don't know where the group is from or anything, but the group is known as Bankroll Bosses. And in collaboration with them, he helped provide food, and they spent days putting it together, a couple days putting it together. and they had delivered the turkey, trimmings, mashed potatoes, dessert, corn, all of that. So I thought that was really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, but does kindness shift public perception during controversy? What does he think this is gonna do? Make us forget all the nefarious activities he's been up to? And what does brotherhood behind bars really mean? Like, come on, man, you can't be saying stuff like
What
that.
you trying to say?
Like,
What
can
is
good
brotherhood
deeds
behind
exist
bars?
independently of allegations? Huh?
Well,
is this philanthropy or is it just good PR? Or maybe it's both. I don't know. I'm asking y'all.
that's a great question though, because generally, most major artists around the holidays, they do try to do some type of PR, but they be wanting to help the families as well. And I actually wish we had this video. This is a little bit off the topic, but when you said that, it reminded me of a really viral video of Jim Jones. He was I don't know if you saw it, but he was handing out turkeys right before Thanksgiving, but he was looking mean. He was like doing it while he was mad. So he had a real like a frown on his face, and he was like talking to somebody like, oh, and he was just grabbing the turkeys, and he's like that, and he was just giving it to each person, like like a assembly line. Like he didn't really care to be there.
Yeah.
So that was interesting that you brought up that point there about the PR stuff. But
good
deed
and complicated timing.
Yeah, for sure. And y'all, again, this was a little teaser. We're not going to talk about it quite yet because we got some other, some other great topics to talk about. But that was just one thing.
We got to talk about T-Pain.
Yeah.
And his interview on Shannon Sharp.
Yes, we do. T-Pain.
Did you watch the interview? I didn't.
Ooh.
I brought it up and I didn't even watch it. I was going to watch it though. I was. I'm still going to watch it, and we're going to talk about it after I watch it. But definitely want to check that out because they get on Shannon Sharp and get loose lipped. So
yeah.
I already seen some highlights. But I know we got something else for T-Pain that we wanted to talk about, which is this $100 million catalog deal. Now, have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
I have, and T-Pain. First of all, congratulations to him because he's been doing music. This was actually like the deal was made at the mark of his 20-year anniversary of some of his major hits. Shawty Buy Me a Drink. To this day, I still don't know the full name of that song. It's real long. Let me look it up real quick because Shawty Buy Me a Drink. Okay. The full name of that song is Buy You a Drink. Buy You a Drink. Shawty Snapping. You were where? Middle school, you said?
Middle school, graduating, or freshman in high school. One of the two. Can you buy me? I ain't know what the hell a drink was. Talk about some. Can you buy me a drink? What you gonna buy? Some apple juice? You better. That better be it. You better be buying Coca-Cola.
Oh, that's funny. I remember it really well. But
yeah,
as far as like that song, because it's a 20-year anniversary of that one, and then I think it's Bartender. That one was with Akon. Do you remember that one?
Bartender. I don't remember how it goes, but I remember it. How does it go?
Okay.
You remember?
Shoot, see. I knew it before you said
laughing
it.
at me like you remember.
Because I knew it before. I'm about to play it real quick.
Bartender. It's the bartender.
Oh, you're right. You got it. Yeah, it's that one.
Is that it? That's all I remember though.
No, that's the one though.
It's the bartender.
Yeah. That's the one.
I keep wanting to sing the other one again.
I mean,
they're going home with me. You mixing up
all of them
songs.
are so catchy. But he landed a deal.
T-Pain Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying. I was complimenting what you were saying. Like it was, all his songs are really good. Like he's made really good tracks.
Yeah, he does.
He's
And I mean, there's
definitely
still he definitely what?
oh he's definitely somebody that he's definitely one of those people that one of those types of artists that he can just continue to perform the catalog he's got and he never go out of style. Like Black Eyed Peas, like something about that era of artists.
Hmm.
Like we produced a lot of good artists that just would never go out of style. That honestly was ahead of their time, and that's why they would never go out of style.
Yeah. And with him, he was interesting because he was ahead of his time, but he was also nostalgic because he used the
Mm.
auto tune. That he was during time of a lot of controversy.
Oh yeah.
Mind you, Roger and Zapp, they had used auto tune years ago before he even used it. But for whatever reason, people didn't like T-Pain using it when he first came out. And so that was a big controversy. So people were listening to him just from that. They were like, oh, what's this auto tune thing? Let me listen to it. And they were liking it. I liked it. But then they were like liking it, but then they were complaining at the same time. It was crazy.
Hmm.
So he came during a
Hmm.
crazy era. It was nostalgia, but also like future stuff. Um,
Yeah.
but the deal that he just made, he said it was on the Club Shay Shay interview. He said that it was worth over 100 years of money or something.
Of money. Yeah. Yeah. That's
I
a
was
great way
like,
to put that.
100 years of money. So people are assuming because he actually didn't say the amount on there, but I saw a lot of
uh,
headlines saying 100 million. I guess people were
mm,
assuming that 1 million is good enough to be worth 1 year of money. So, but y'all, that's actually
mm.
not the confirmed amount that he, you know, it
Oh.
was his, I believe it was publishing. Yeah, it was select publishing rights. He didn't sell everything either because a lot of people are like, he sold his whole
Oh.
catalog. But no, it's not the whole catalog. He sold
Mm,
select pieces of his music. He did it really strategically. So I thought that was super
mm,
cool. Shout out to him for being strategic with that. And that was in conjunction with Harborview Equity Partners. So
mm. Yeah.
he
T
did his
Pain's
thing on that.
definitely one of those artists to look up to. Like, cause he makes smart decisions with his money and his career. You know.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Who else we got?
What artists do you think should sell their catalog like
Oh,
that?
sell the catalog.
I mean, do you think there's any other artists like that that could possibly like?
I
I
never
think
like
Black
anybody.
Eyed Peas have a decent catalog like that.
Yeah, I'm personally not one that I really don't agree necessarily with artists in general selling their catalogs. I don't think that should be
Mhm.
nothing that's made a hobby out of. And the reason I say
Oh,
that is because all of those deals, because I think a lot of them
mhm.
they sell it with the hopes that somebody else will market their music better than they can.
Mm.
Um, when
Mm, that's not
look at it,
possible.
they really could, if they wanted to do the legwork, they could do it all on their own and probably get the same amount and still own it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yeah,
But I think a lot of
yeah,
artists they short themselves out by thinking, oh, I could get more if I just sell it. Then I don't have to worry about it. So I think it really just depends
yeah.
on like how they're feeling about their career and like how much the level of effort they want to put in for doing things. It's not to say anything against any artist that does that because I know what Justin Bieber just recently did it and some other artists,
Hmm.
but I actually don't necessarily agree with artists doing that. So I can't really
Mm.
tell you who I think should do it next.
Word, solid. No, this is solid. Solid opinion. Solid facts. Shoot, and solid advice too, as well. Anybody listening, because I really never, I didn't even think about it like that. I was just seeing money signs. I'm sorry, y'all. Sometimes the
Yeah,
monster can be a little greedy.
right. Um, who we got next on the list?
Nicki Minaj. In other news, Nicki Minaj is trending right now. But not everybody, because unlike Megan Thee Stallion, not everybody's winning in court. Nicki Minaj might be forced to sell her mansion. I mean, that's when fame and real life start swinging at the same time. So the full story up next after these commercials.
Are you trying to tell me you don't know the full story?
Which is me scrolling, which is me scrolling to the notes to read to
Oh,
get the
okay.
full story.
Okay. I mean,
All right,
I know.
and we're back.
Okay, you're back.
Over to
Great.
you. Over to you.
Well, I mean, first of all, shout out to Nicki Minaj because she's going through a difficult musical time right now because, this is all we got to look at the big picture of things. The big picture is that she has an album that she wants to drop on March 27th of 2026. And while she's been planning on dropping this music, meanwhile, she did not drop anything in 2025. Meanwhile, she's also been posting about some of the experiences she's been going through Twitter, aka X, or vice versa. But yeah, so while all of this is going on with her, oh, and mind you, somebody, she had talked about somebody stealing her money, her credit cards, or something like that, and charging up some stuff. And she found out who the three people were. So like, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on with her. So while all this is going on, she still had that case where she supposedly, there's a security guard that used to work for her, and
Yeah.
I think the security guard used to work for her. Actually, I'm not quite sure if he worked for her or not, but I know that he was just there. So apparently, he's claiming that her husband had allegedly assaulted him, and
Right.
now he won the case, and the judge says, "Okay, you have to hand him over $500,000." And y'all know, her husband. I actually don't know what he does for a living, but being that they're married, and I don't know if he has the money himself or not, but being that they're married, people are automatically assuming he doesn't have the money himself, to where they're saying, okay, Nicki is the one that has to do this. Which I don't really think is necessarily fair to Nicki, because it's not fair to her marriage either, because we don't know what her husband is doing to help raise this money, or if they have the money and are just looking at, because they own several homes, maybe they're just like revaluing their assets and looking at doing things that way to, make this 500,000 so to give to this guy. So there's a lot going on that people are just speculating on, and I think they shouldn't, because Nicki, she's not one, like her fan base is major. Like she could just with a couple snaps of her fingers, she could have that 500,000. Like, people don't know how big she really is. So
Really?
I don't know why they're saying she has money troubles and stuff, because she clearly don't. But at the same time, who wants to give $500,000 away? So
right, especially to somebody they don't think deserves it.
Right. So I think that's where we are right there. It's more something like that, where like, okay, I don't think you need the money. We don't even know if there's an appeal. I haven't heard about an appeal or anything like that. But I'm sure some of that stuff's going on.
Wow, that's a lot. That is a lot. Do you think this is strictly business or like a public image hit?
I think it's more of a public image hit. Yeah, public. I think it's more of something like that, because she knows the powers that are against her. She just doesn't speak them out loud, but she knows who's up against her right now. And so all of this, certain people, they have certain power to put certain types of articles in place about certain people. They know certain people are going to look at it, all this stuff. So I think she knows what the power play is behind the scenes, and she's trying to overcome that. That's how I feel.
Wow, man. Well,
But
more power to her, too. Well, do
yeah.
you think that celebrities should also be held responsible for things that their partners do? Because I mean, it said that he kind of did it on her behalf with the whole like, oh, you let somebody get on stage,
Hmm.
dot dot dot. Like that was his story. The
Well,
husband.
well, should celebrities be responsible for what their partners do? Well, to an extent, but they're two different people.
Yeah.
So the fact that they're married, though, to me, the marriage part is what is the thin line because when you're
Mm-hmm.
married, you're seen as one. Y'all hear me,
Mm-hmm.
everybody? When you're married, you're seen as one. So, with that
You hear me?
said, with that said, I would say as a union, they're responsible because
Yeah.
I'm most likely sure she's filing head of household. So if she's filing head of
Mm.
household, then yeah, she would be responsible on his behalf in this case.
Yep. Yep.
But he also has to do his his part to alleviate the situation as well because that's really stressful for her. I mean, she's trying to be a mommy right now and prepare for her album. She don't got time for all this. But I see what you're saying though. That's a good question.
No, more power to them. They're set for a court date in January 2026. Or is it January or is it June?
Why you you be asking me all kinds of he said it's in January or June, like I'm an expert on this case. I don't even know. I could look it up for you.
It's January. No, it's January. It's right there in the notes. I thought you had it. I
Oh,
was like,
I'm looking at the next topic already.
okay, okay. Well, she's set for a date. The next court date is January 22nd, 2026. So hopefully we'll get some answers. You know, more power to her. I just hope it works out in the best favor for her and her family and everybody involved. You know.
Yeah, because that was
Did
crazy.
we already talk about K Flock running the turkey drive from behind bars? Have you seen this? Have you heard about
No, I heard very slightly about it. It was just a quick headline I saw about it. But do you have more
Oh,
info?
cool. Yeah,
Actually,
no,
hold
that
on.
was
Let
it.
me get
Via
it.
Hot 97. Via Hot 97. Mr. K Flock is out here handing out from behind bars is pretty philanthropic stuff. Philanthropic?
Mm.
Philanthropic. There it is. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Oh,
pretty philanthropic to
right.
be doing it from behind bars.
Yeah, I think so too. K Flock. There you go. K Flock. Shout out to K Flock. Hold on. Turkey Drive.
Travis Scott going on his Circus Maximus tour. He's broken the record for the highest grossing rap tour of all time at 265. Count them. That's $265.1 million gross earned. That's 2.1. Count them. 2.1 million tickets in 20 countries and over 80 shows. Like you want to talk about work? That's good
Yeah,
work.
that really
And that's
is.
Travis Scott.
Yeah, I mean, Travis Scott, he has a lot of energy. I'll say that. He has a lot of energy. So, I
Yeah.
mean, that number of shows goes and all that money. I mean, it's sad though, because anytime I hear anything good about him, unfortunately, I still think about the Astro World used to. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I
Oh,
mean, definitely congratulations for this. I didn't hear anything bad happening on that particular tour right there that you just spoke of. And
yeah.
please
On
keep it
the
that way, Travis. I
Cosmic,
know
what
he
do they
has,
call it again?
huh?
Maximus. Circus Maximus.
Yeah. So I know he's made some changes on his
Interesting name.
tours and stuff to make things safer for people. I heard about that happening. So big ups to him for doing that,
Mm.
and it's just the whole thing. I always see numbers on tours. You know, everybody trying to beat everybody for this number of tours for this many show dates. I think one thing to keep in mind for everybody as they're trying to compare the rap artists is to remember these tours. Like you got to look at like the climate of the world at the time because the prices change, and they also got to look. You know, sometimes what's affordable one year might not be affordable the next year because of economic crisis going on.
True.
And then you got to also look at the number, like, you know, you mentioned the number of dates he had. Not all artists be having a huge
Mm-hmm.
number of dates. So I think when they do start really comparing, they look at the artists that are able to produce a mass number of sales with a certain number of dates. So I think there's like a threshold, like, okay, I'm just making one up right now, but there's like a threshold. Okay, like if you have like over 60 tour dates, then this is the category we're gonna put you in where we're gonna rank you with this artist. So, you know, things like that. So I think it's always great to have, you know, an achievement like that, but at the same time there's a lot of things that also are factors that people forget about. Not to take away
Okay.
from his, you know, what happened is as far as his, you know,
Yeah.
being able to have that. It's just people don't they tend to look at the number. They're like, oh, 600 and how much? 625 million. They look at the amount of money, but not realize, oh, but it was this many tour dates versus somebody else who had 300 million with this many tour dates. So all those should be taken into
True.
account.
True. Yeah. No, it's a really good, solid facts you bring up, especially with the whole numbers aspect of it. Like just because the numbers are bigger doesn't mean that like you still have to ratio. You still have to count for the ratio.
Let's talk about we're gonna go back to Diddy for a moment. I know y'all been waiting for this.
Yes,
We don't have a
we're gonna
cover
talk
because
about the Diddy.
y'all need to go to 50 Cent's
Yeah.
Instagram page. He's posting it all over there. All the tea over there. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all didn't know,
Can I
there's
just
a
say?
documentary. Uh-huh. Go ahead.
Can I just say that I didn't even know that the documentary was called anything but the Diddy documentary. So when y'all hear this title, just keep that in mind. That's all I wanted to say. That's my preface.
Yes. So the actual name of this documentary that came out on Netflix on Monday, December 1st, is called Sean Combs. Actually, no, it was on Tuesday. Yeah, I'm sorry. It was on Tuesday, December 2nd. Is when it dropped. Sean Combs, The Reckoning. That's the title. So if you're looking it up, don't search Diddy. I don't know if you're gonna find it if they have like the metadata searches, but if you want the actual title search, you gotta do Sean Combs, The Reckoning. So this thing, it has a lot of people talking, and it's basically a documentary. It's 4 episodes, 4 1-hour episodes. The footage contains a mixture of video that was taken right before Diddy's arrest, and supposedly, you know, supposedly he always had videographers with him, recording his almost every move for whatever reason, and he would make deals with them. It sounds like it was more verbal arrangements where he would just promise them a certain amount of money for a certain number of, you know, hours of recording. But then if he saw that the bill was higher than he expected, then he allegedly refused to pay. So people were asking, how did
Mm.
50 Cent get a hold of this footage? So apparently that's how he got a hold of it, is because the videographer that held that footage was not paid. They didn't pay him. That's
Mm.
alleged. So that answers that question for everybody that's
Mm.
wondering. And Netflix
Detective
is
50 Cent is on the case.
right. Um, but I did see a statement earlier this week also about Netflix making a statement about the footage as well. So they had also confirmed that same thing, basically, that, you know, that they didn't say like that what I just said about the videographer not being paid, but they they're basically saying nobody was paid for this documentary, which is they didn't name no names. So the other part, when you guys watch it, because I don't want to spill anything for people that haven't watched it, but if you are curious about what's in it, just know that there's some interviews of like his original. He had a partner for Bad Boy Records. A lot of people didn't even know he had a partner. His partner had owned 25%. So his original partner of Bad Boy Records, he's being interviewed a lot in it. Then you had you had some people that he worked with, like some artists that he worked with. They were being interviewed, just different people on the business side as well as the music side. So it'll be really interesting. I really suggest, to me, episode 2, because I saw some people saying episode 1 was kind of boring. To me, it wasn't boring because I lived a lot of that history that happened. A lot of y'all youngins, y'all can't say that, but it was really nostalgic for me for that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So episode 2, that's where it get lit. It get lit, y'all. It get lit. That's all I gotta say. It get lit. I was like, man, oh man.
The baby oil comes out in episode 2, huh?
Oh, it don't come out then though. It comes out in 3. You gotta wait till 3 for that.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Episode 2 was the one. That's the one that made my jaw drop. So if y'all haven't seen it, episode 2 is the one that makes your jaw drop. A lot of people aren't talking about what's in episode 2. They're actually talking more about what's in episode 4. But you got to watch the whole thing. Watch it in order too.
Oh man!
Don't just skip to episode 2 because it's called The Reckoning for a reason.
You got me hyped now. You got me hyped now.
Yeah, it's called The Reckoning for a reason, and you could tell there's like a build up. So build up, and it's also in stages. So each episode can be considered some type of stage. But it definitely reveals a lot of his personality that wasn't to light. It didn't come to light. And it's not no AI, nothing. This is all real video footage. So don't be trying to say, oh, this AI. Nah, this is really from the videographer. So the stuff Diddy saying in it, he really said it. He can't even dispute it. So y'all gonna find some stuff out. That's all I gotta say. Definitely watch it.
Sounds like 50 Cent is getting a second career as a detective. Second career in hip hop as a detective. I could see this, I could see another 50 Cent led documentary coming out, honestly. Expose tells all. 50 tells all.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I know he does have some other documentaries. He said, I think 3 others. So when this one had dropped, the next day he posted in his story that he has 3 other documentaries. And all of them look good. I'm gonna go look all of them up now. So make sure y'all check out this one. What's that?
Reckoning is defined as the moment you must face the result of your actions.
Yeah.
A total sum and accounting of. That's a good title. It's a really good title.
Yeah.
All right.
One other thing I do want to add as far as the footage itself, because people were like, they still weren't understanding what was meant by like the videographer not being paid. They were like, wasn't he still under contract? Like if he's under contract, he shouldn't be able to do that either, even if he didn't get paid yet. But the other part of that, the other kicker is that allegedly Diddy didn't like stuff in writing. He just liked it verbal. He assumed people were just going to be quiet about stuff and just shut up and listen. So it's more like a commanding tone he took with a lot of these, up and coming videography people and stuff like that. But it makes me wonder though, why there aren't more. So I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if we see more footage coming out after this, since this person was really bold to sell their material. So we'll see.
Oh yeah, I think this is gonna light a bit of a fire under a lot of people who do nefarious activities like this, because Diddy's not one of a kind. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. He is not one of a kind.
Yeah.
There's definitely other people in the industry who behave in a similar manner and just have not been caught, and their actions have not been put out there yet. Can I name names? No, I can't. But you'll know them when you see them. You'll know them when you see them. So hopefully
Yeah.
this just shines a really well needed light on those types of activities and actions, and we can begin to make the industry a safer place to be for everybody. You know, 50%. I got a new face today. Can y'all tell? 50 Cent producing a Diddy documentary definitely feels like the Avengers of messiness, though.
Yeah, well, I know in his Good Morning America interview, because he was interviewed on Good Morning America right before it came out, he was saying that because he was asked about like if it would shine a negative light on hip hop in general or whatever, but he said that he felt like, sorry, there was somebody's alarm, but he said that one of the purposes of him making it was so that he could show people that that type of activity is not okay with hip hop. He didn't want the world leaving this whole situation with Diddy thinking that hip hop is okay with that type of actions. He wanted to portray that, hey, hip hop culture is not okay with this. We don't condone this.
Yeah,
And so that was one of the
yeah,
main reasons why he said he put it out. Because people are like, why are you trying to tear another black man down and all this stuff? But that's not what it is,
I know.
at all. It's about
No,
saying,
that's
hey,
protecting the
this is
culture.
bad. Right. It's like, this is bad stuff. It shouldn't be, nobody should be doing it. Don't matter what culture you in. This
Yeah,
is not okay. So
yeah,
I think that
exactly.
was, but yeah, y'all. I think we've come to the end of the show.
Rip my block,
Oh,
rip my block, rip my
oh.
block, rip my block, rip my block. Show.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us today. Make sure you drop all of your questions, comments, concerns down below in the comments because we like to hear back from y'all. What's up? Let us know what you think in the comments. Come on now. Let us know. Y'all be quiet out there. But it's been a pleasure.
Make sure y'all tune in next week.
Yes, make sure you tune in next week. Freestyle Fridays is every Friday. Last night we had a great guest on. I do want to give a quick shout out to the artist we had on last night, Nitty 420. He was interviewed, so make sure you check out that show from last night. And as always, tune in every Saturday with us, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. But have a great one and peace.
Yes, make sure y'all tune in next week because I want to cover Battle Bad and the dance battle that's taking place today in my own city in Austin, Texas. I'll be bringing y'all some exclusive interviews.
Yeah.
All right, now you can say bye-bye.
Have a good one, y'all.